My name's Greg Poljasic, stuntman scientist. We're going to be talking about practical stage effects, blood, guts, gore, things you can make at home with ingredients you can find at any grocery store. These effects are perfect for your cosplay, zombie movie, vampire movie, or any theatrical production that needs special effects. So let's go inside and let's make our blood, guts, and gore. I'm here with my friend Shannon Thompson. She has been a professional makeup artist for 16 years. She has literally written books on the subject. She specializes in special effects makeup, and today she's going to turn our assistants Jack and John into zombies.
What you want to keep in mind is that zombies are walking dead, or basically they're corpses that are alive. So what makes us alive is the color that's in our skin. So you see the pink that's in his skin and the pink that's in his skin as well. We want to get rid of that. So we're going to use a white eyeshadow base, okay? And then we're going to use a black cream eyeliner. I have a metal mixing palette. If you don't have that, just use a piece of mirror that you have in your house. I'm using a fancy spatula. If you don't have that, just use a butter knife. We're going to take a big chunk of the white and we're going to put that on our palette. And then we're going to take a big chunk of the black. And again, the color that you're creating is a grayish type of color. And then we're going to mix that together until you get the consistency that you really want to get. So I'm going to hand you that.
Okay.
I have some already magically made. And then, again, they make fancy sponges out there that you can buy in the makeup world, but we're not going to use those. We're going to get those wedge sponges that you can buy in the store.
Okay.
And we're going to take the sponge and we're going to press it onto the makeup, and then we're going to stipple. Stipple means press and move, press and move, press and move. All over their face. And you want to keep in mind that you are covering all of the skin that is exposed. You don't have to have a smooth application, but you want to move fast. And you want to remove all of the pink and all of the color from their face. What you want to keep in mind is all the skin that's exposed, that as well needs to be covered up. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take just a fancy arts brush that you can get from any art supply store. So we're going to trade that out and give you a brush. Mine just looks a little differently. And then we're going to blend that in a circular motion. And all you need is soap and water for it to come off. You don't need to buy anything special. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make the eyes look sunken in. All right, so hand me your palette.
Okay.
All we're going to do is take the black. I'm going to put that on your palette. I'm going to do the same.
Nobody puts makeup in the corner.
And we're going to use our fingers, okay?
Okay.
So what we're going to do is just take our index finger or a weak finger, close your eye for me, and we're going to create the black around the eye. And the reason why you're using your finger is because you want to create the effect of really, really hollowness, and your finger is going to give you a light application. Unlike if you use a brush, it can sometimes give you a heavy application. So you want to move the eyelid up just a little bit so you can make sure that you come in there. But you do to one eye, you have to do to the other. Then you're going to go back in with that same sponge that you had before. You still have your sponge.
Got it.
And then we're going to blend that. Relax your eye just a little bit. And then you're going to take that brush that you were using before. Look all the way up for me. Open your eyes. And that's when you want to be able to get right underneath the eye. I'm going to tickle just a little bit.
There it is. That's it.
And I'm going into the corner of the eye because you're creating the effect of kind of like a black eye, but the idea that it's like a sunken in eye. And I'm not adding any more color to the brush. I'm just using what's already on the face. You want to do that same thing around the corners of the mouth.
There you go.
They have something that's called jam blood or thick blood that you can buy on the market, okay? But we made our own, and all we did to make our own, and this is what it looks like, is we used corn syrup that you saw earlier, glycerin, which you can buy from drugstore department in like the bandage department, red food coloring, and gelatin. As you'll learn, an effects makeup gelatin is your go-to for a lot of stuff.
You bet.
You mix it together and you get kind of like a liquid consistency. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take, here's another clean sponge.
Okay.
You're going to rip that sponge in half. When you rip it in half, you see all these little textures that you get? That's what you want. So you're going to dip that into your gelatin or your thick blood. And then you're going to add that to the sides of the face. And you see how it gives it a little bit of texture and it doesn't move.
Man.
Near the mouth as well. You can put a little bit on the mouth. Again, all the products that we used are safe for the mouth and they're safe for the eyes because we didn't use anything that was toxic. But you still want to be conscious that if you put something near somebody's eyes or near somebody's mouth, to not put in the mouth. You can also put stuff like near their ear, within their hair. And then the last step you would do is I just took our liquid blood, but I put it in a container that has a needle nose point, all right? So we're gonna just take that and we're gonna have it run the consistency on the person's face so the blood is dripping.
Nice.
And it would drip down.
Nice.
You could do a little bit in the nose too and have it drip down. And the reason why you want to use a needle nose type of application is because you want to be able to control where the blood is going. Another thing you want to keep in mind that if you need to do this over and over again, you want to take a picture where the blood is at and where the blood falls because you have to create that every time.
Nice.
So you don't want to do something and then you have to, if you're doing a movie or something, and then somebody says, oh my God, the blood was on this side, now the blood is on this side. So you want to make sure that you take a picture and it matches those things. And that's, look how great it looks that it's falling on the people's faces.
Make a zombie
so that's
face.
A quick, yeah.
Make a dead face. Dead, yes. Dead eyes. Deader eyes. Nice, there it is.
That is a quick application.
Nice.
If you wanted to be even grosser, you could just take the blood and put it in their mouth, swish it around, and if they open it up, their teeth will be really bloody.
Nice.
Again, this is blood you can use in the mouth, so that's great to do as well.
I feel dead.
Thanks so much for coming in and showing us how to make zombies.
No
It was a pleasure, and I hope I didn't Tin Man him too much.
They look great.
All right, thanks so much to our assistants here, Jack and John. Thanks to Shannon Thompson. That's how you make zombies at home. Real simple, real easy, and play. It can look like anything you want. It's a dead body that's walking around. That's not possible. So have fun. You can't do it wrong. This is how you do zombie makeup at home.